Good day, greetings everyone. It's Selassie Mensa Aklosho once again. I am here with Mr. Hadi Mohammed Abdullah, a very influential figure when it comes to education and local politics inside Ayawaso North. He has been very helpful when it comes to our cause within this very municipality. I'm happy to have him today. Mr. Hadi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. And first of all, Voices is 20 years. In May will be 20 years. And you know how we've worked over the years when it comes to Ayawaso, or let me say Maamobi. How does it feel like to know that we are 20 years?
Personally, I feel very great for Voices. Looking at the number, 2 decades of their impact in our societies. When I say society, I mean a lot of districts and municipalities that they have worked, of which my own municipal Ayawaso North benefited from within these 2 decades. 2 decades of impact. So personally, I'm happy to be part of it, and then we have nothing to say than to say that may God enrich Voices to give it longer years in impacting knowledge and then impacting the society.
Thank you. You know, our work at Voices and what you do are very close. And let me ask, what actually is your interest when it comes to education in Ayawaso North? What is the one thing you love about this work you do?
You see, education is the bedrock of every organization or every country. And then as Ayawaso North, we think that without education, there's nothing, we can't develop the community. Education is the only way we can develop our community. And then having Voices to partner us to do what we like doing, to promote education, is something that is of great concern to me. From the beginning, I like to be part of education to help others, because looking at our terrain at these municipalities, looking at the social vices that is there, if we as youth didn't stand up to help our younger ones, then the future will not be very bright. That's why I said we are happy. We can't do it alone because the resources are not there. But having Voices to be part of you, you know you are well sorted for. So I'm happy.
Over the years, one of the things that we have invested so much in has been doing a lot of educative competitions.
Yeah.
You know, we've had over 2, I think 3 quiz competitions over the years. When you reflect back on this period, what are some of the things you think has been helpful throughout this period of these competitions?
The competition has been helpful because of the innovative ways we have been doing to help the children. The children, as I'm telling you now, due to Voices partnership with us in our, the quiz, we have started it, but we are doing it on a low tone. But Voices came to add, let's say, some special nutrients in our soup, and then it is making it very nutritious. And then we have seen the benefits. You know, when you eat nutritious food, you know how it will benefit the body.
Yeah.
And then we are seeing it in the development of education in Ayawaso North. Most of the children have now joined when they went to the secondary school because of the exposure we gave them through Voices quiz competition. They are now part of the national quizzes from their school, but helping. And then most of the schools have been calling their alma mater, that's the junior high schools, to thank them of what is going on. And then the head teachers also thank us. Where is Voices? When is Voices coming back again? Well, that means that will let you know that the impact of that has really gone far. And we are very glad that we will not put that one aside at all, because it has helped us. Even though normally we do it and with that help them small, but your partnership with us has made even the children are now asking back, when are they doing the quiz? They want to be exposed. The children, they don't know how to talk in public. They are not confident, but due to the quiz, now they can talk confidently. They want to put their self up so that people will choose them to go and represent their school. This is something that we are lacking in Ayawaso North. And then for some time now, since we started doing the partnership, it has helped us. It has helped the schools. It has helped the individual student, it has helped Ghana.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. But when people talk about, I know you are very passionate. So let's move a little bit from voices and let's come to the Zongo and Nima in general.
No.
When people talk about Nima, there's always a perception about Nima. And it's not always the best perception. Okay, they always attribute violence and so much trouble with Nima and its constituents. How do you feel about this? And how do you think we can work towards making this better?
I have to say that is the perception people are having. People outside the locality or the constituents are thinking. But when you come in, you see that yes, it's used to be, but now the narrative has changed through education a lot. It will be hard for you to hear some years ago. It will be very hard for you to hear that someone has completed university or SS. But now the number of students graduating from the universities is not something that we need to
take for granted.
And then I cannot say that we are doing this alone. I think the voices impact in Nima has also added to this rise of education. Just that you see there's a saying that
exactly.
You can't say we have eliminated this canker out completely, but I can tell you that we have done a lot through education. So now Nima is seen a different way. We still have Nima, who is a Nima person, who is a MP, who is a minister. So this is another thing to hold as a mentor. Somebody can see him and then think that, oh, now Nima, this is what we are. In the years past, you will not get anybody like that. Even somebody, a constituent to be an MP, they will have to go and get somebody from outside to come and be our own MP. But now we have our own people being the MP and even getting ministerial positions. So this is something to tell you that what they have been hearing is not what they are thinking now, what they see now. Yes, things have changed.
Look at the recent WASI results, not only in Ayawaso North, but across the country. There's been a little bit concern about performance of the children now. You know, that they're not coming out the way the system wants it to be. What have you seen that you think needs to be should we work on or focus on to make things better for the students in senior high schools?
I think the curriculum has been changed, and anytime a curriculum is changed, you see some of these things. Another thing is that politics, politics, we match education with politics. It's something that I think we should just make the education ministry or the GES, Ghana Education Service, autonomous on themselves to be able to do their work so that they can set up long-term plan. But when we allow it in the hands of government or politicians, then we will have all these things. Can you imagine that now the children don't have hard copy textbooks? They have what's the name? Tablets that everything is online. You gave children tablets to go and learn. You also told children not to bring phone. The tablet you brought is chip embedded. So now what's the confession here? You told children not to bring, you seize phone. You give them tablet, something that is better than phone.
Exactly.
So where should they learn from? So I think the hard copy textbook, when the child should put the hard copy textbook in his bag and carry it, you suffer and then learn. You understand? But you give him, yes, we are in the modern world of technology, but I think we have not gotten there yet, where our children will be left alone with these gadgets. They can do a lot of things. We have seen a lot of parents coming to complain that their children watch some movies and do some games on their tablet instead of learning, using the tablet to learn, because all the courses, all the subjects are inside this thing. So this is something that we are finding. And then in this generation, the children don't learn. don't learn at all. So I think that we should have enough classes for the children, enough time for the children to be taught, and then the teachers too, no supervision. Teachers of special public schools, no supervision. So you see that this time I am in the private sector, and then when you look at the private sector, anytime they have the majority of students in the lower primary, upper primary, when you get to GSS, the number get down.
Okay.
So because they have to go to the public school. Public school, you see a school with about 170 students in a class. How can these teachers monitor, do the supervision, do these things, and then they have given them already promised them something special like allocation of 30% when the private school is not having those things.
Okay.
So how do you expect them, because they know they have 30%?
Okay.
So these are the problems. I am not against any politician, but I'm thinking policy wise, all these things should be checked out, and then we can get a better this thing. Yes, it's true. The WASI result is not the fault of any government, but it's the systems, it's the policies we put in place.
It's not helping.
The policy, yes. So.
Okay. I personally, for one, believe that the soft copies of the things are not a bad thing, but if they're not being supervised, the kids may not be able to use them properly. Yeah. So I agree largely with you. Now, let us also move a little bit into, let me say, So with this, I want to say there have been a lot of concerns. Someone coming in? You mentioned something about mentorship, okay? And I want to come to that. When you say mentorship, how do you explain this to the average Zongo child to understand the mentorship role? Because it seems now we live in a world where it is easier for somebody who has money to be considered a mentor, okay, rather than looking up to somebody who you can actually learn from the good way. How can we try and balance this so that we have more kids looking up to education as their way to success, rather than always looking for money? Because the money thing is a very big concern when you come to the inner cities, the Zongos. How can we work on this?
Yeah, like I said before, initially that was something that has been happening, because people are looking at, especially, let me say, excuse me to say, the Sakawa has made people think that to someone, if you are going through this, you can get money. But like I said, we have an MP who is also a minister, somebody we can look up to as a mentor to look at. And then this mentorship, we take what our people are. I'm looking at our Zongo community. They say they have godfather, godmother. This coming up children, they say they take one radical person and say that is my godmother, that's my godfather. That means they understand the method of mentorship. So that means they want to look the godmother, they will act like the godmother.
Okay.
So why don't we use the same thing in schools, starting from the schools, getting people to come to who have gone to school, come and talk to adult students that we see that, oh, they are doing very well or they are not doing very well, or adopting. I want you to be like me, this and that. So you come to check, not about money. You always come and check on the person, how you are doing. You see, when the person knows that this is something that we are doing, so we just only tell the parent that, okay, you see this man, this is how you want him to be, your child to be. So you always come and be checking on the child. The child knows that, hey, this man will come and check on my performance, he will learn. And then that is your mentor. So that's what we have to do. We have to encourage that even in families. Okay, in families we have gotten one or two people who have gone through the education, who are doing very well. Then we tell them, okay, put yourself, we want you to be closer to these children. Closer, always call them. This thing is another thing, because that is as Africans, we come together as family. So we should use that as mentors. You understand? So something that I've started in the school. In my school, I have all Form 3s have mentors. I get friends, whether inside the community or outside the community, bring them together. Hey, these are my Form 3s. Pick one person. to mentor, to be their mentee or their mentor, and then so that they will be your mentee, so that this is what you're going to do, and then it is helping. The children learn because they know that at the end of the day, we take the terminal report and send to their mentors to look through, and then they'll tell them. Some of them motivate them with some things when they do well. Some of them give them some goals. When they are able to achieve the goals, they give them some things. These are some things that will help them because they know that there's somebody who is going to do it. And that's what we want. Even parents can become mentors of their children. A parent coming to tell the child that, okay, this exams, end of term, when you come first, I'll buy you this, I'll do this, I'll take you out, I'll do this. It will encourage the children, but we neglect the children. The last time I asked the children that they should tell their parents, when they go, they should tell their parents to buy them yogurt when they are going out. Say, hey, I can't do that. I can't talk to my father that way. Why? The mentorship starts from there. You have to do that so that you can have the ample time. When somebody comes to help him, you also accept. So that we'll let them know that if yes, what you are doing, the godmother, the godfather is good, but look for somebody who can shape your life.
Exactly.
Through education. Exactly. And then through education, you can still get money. Who said when you do education, you can't get money? It's only when you are lazy that you will not get the money. You understand? So that is something that we have started here. We hope that it will we'll share it. We want it to. We have started it. I started in my school as a pilot base. I want to see how it will help go further, and then maybe we'll join other schools to also start.
Very good. I think we're just coming to the end of our interview, but what would you say to like NGOs that come to Ayawaso North or the Zongos? What would you say should be their focus when they want to help the children or the community? What one thing should they focus on, or things you think?
One thing I can say I want NGOs to do they should focus on education. And when they are focusing on education, it's not about buying materials for them. I think that we should motivate the children to mentor them. It should come in a form of mentorship.
Okay.
When you look at Ayawaso North, especially, I'm using Ayawaso North because we are in Ayawaso North. Yeah. We look at our reading. The reading nature of the children is not very good. I'm not saying that teachers are not doing well. They're doing very well, but we need some mentorship on that. We need some training on that with our children. We need a lot of libraries. So we have to look at interventions that can help our children in the long term. So we need libraries in there. So when there's library, at least the child will go there, go and read, and then to help. Rather than just maybe one particular person getting a book or pencil at the end of the day he has done, and then we will not see any impact. But we should look at the long-term impact. So I'm telling all NGOs that are coming into anywhere in the Zongo community that they should look for long-term something that will benefit children, not a short-term something. So I think that will help us.
Very good. Very good. Your last message to Voices, 20 years. What are you expecting in the next few years from Voices?
I want to say happy anniversary to Voices Ghana. 20 years is not a small feat. Looking at what you have done, by now you should be getting your PhD. And then we know it's only God that can say, bless you to do more. From the very first day you started till these 2 decades. We pray to God to guide you wherever all the resources that have been coming out from. Should guide you and guide your families too. We at Ayawaso now, we are very grateful because we have benefited a lot as organization, as private schools, as public schools, as schools in Ayawaso North. Individually, students have benefited. Through Voices, I've gotten one child that I monitor, I mentor to, and is now in Presec, who got grade 8 when he was in one of my schools here. And then the father, anything the father has been, the boy tells me that it's through Voices, it's Voices that made him to, and then he's now one of the students that they have chosen to be part of the National Science Maths Quiz. Is through Voices. It's through Voices. I'm telling you, this is a fact. If you want me, I can send you to the boy. I can send you to Presec, also, I say Legon Presec, to find out from him and then find out how he's doing.
Very
His
good.
parents are ready to help. And then they are all, I'm telling them that it's not me, it's voices. If voices didn't come, we couldn't have nurtured him to get him to do the right thing. So I'm saying thank you very much on behalf of everybody here in Ayawaso, and I'll say happy anniversary, 20th anniversary to Voices Ghana.
Thank you. That was Mr. Mohammed Hadi Abdullah, the chairman of the Private Schools Association in North Ayawaso. Thank you so much, and God bless you also for having us in your office.
Thank you.
All right, sir.